So you don't feel responsible for the crimes of rape and murder?
No, sir. I don't.
Is it your feeling, then, Corporal Clark, that you have been wrongly brought to trial by the United States government?
Yeah, I don't have anything against the United States government. But I just think soldiers like Tony Meserve and me belong out in combat. Not here. You throw guys like us in the stockade and you're helping nobody but the Viet Cong, sir.
When your turn was called by Sergeant Meserve, did you go willingly into the hooch? And rape the girl? Tram T1? Please answer the question.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Have you any idea why PFC Erickson stayed out of the hooch?
Well, he was brand new, sir. You know, I've been there a lot longer than him. I've been there at least 3 weeks longer than him, sir.
You're saying then, PFC, you involved yourself in rape to avoid being ridiculed?
When you go out on a patrol, sir, you're not gonna be as good as you wanna be because these guys aren't helping you do anything. There's gonna be 4 people on that patrol and an individual. And so I did what I did, and I got remorse about it. But I also got remorse about talking at this trial, too. Because I have a loyalty to the men I was out there with.
And is it standard practice for U.S. personnel to have sexual relations with their prisoners and then murder them?
Objection. Overruled.
The prisoner made attempts to give away the position of the squad, sir.
She was ill and coughing from the abuse of you and your men. She shouldn't have even been there to jeopardize your position. You drag her out there and rape her. And then you blame her for coughing, so you kill her. Does that about sum it up?
Objection. Overruled.
Well, sir, I've seen a lot of killing. Which it's our duty to do, because it's kill or be killed. Sometimes you hate the enemy so badly. About 2 ops back, Operation Turner, we ran into a hooch that had been burned down. Some Vietnamese were carrying children out of a bunker in the hooch. They suffered from smoke inhalation. I gave one small child mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. That just goes to show you, it ain't all combat over here.
Of the charges of rape and unpremeditated murder, PFC Antonio Diaz is found guilty, sentenced to 8 years imprisonment at hard labor. Of the charge of rape, Private First Class Herbert Hatcher is found guilty and sentenced to 15 years hard labor. Of the charges of rape and premeditated murder, Corporal Thomas E. Clark is found guilty, sentenced to life imprisonment at hard labor. Of the charge of unpremeditated murder, Sergeant E5 Tony Meserve is found guilty, sentenced to 10 years hard labor. All sentences will begin immediately at the United States Disciplinary Barracks, Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. Prisoner is dismissed.
Even if these 4 guys get convicted, they're not going to do any real time. They're going to be out of the stockade before you can flick flies off a shit. And if I was them, I'd be pissed off, wouldn't you? I'd be looking for a little payback.